What's good, YouTube? Back with another video. I hope everybody's having a beautiful day today. I hope everybody's getting out in their garden, having a beautiful time, enjoying nature, enjoying family. So today, what I'm making a video about is what's stopping you from gardening. I want to hear everybody's feedback after I finish this video. I want to know down below in the comments what's stopping y'all from gardening. So I'm gonna just tell y'all a little bit about my gardening journey. When I first even started thinking about gardening, I was still in the military, and one of the things I was thinking about is what is something that I can do that can't be taken away from me. And I'm like, okay, if I could learn knowledge, I was already worried about health because I've always been health conscious since about 5th or 6th grade. Like I turned vegan in 5th or 6th grade. Then I went back to eating like chicken and fish for 2 years. Then I went back to vegetarian, and now I'm vegan again. But with all that being said, to get back on track, the reason that I care so much about gardening and I wanted to get into it is so I could be able to grow my own food. Because I knew about all the pesticides, I knew about all the GMOs, I knew about all the so-called organic or the so-called natural things, but it's like it's no way to know unless you do it yourself. There's so many loopholes that companies go through to get organic certifications. It's just a whole bunch of advertisements. That's what I see a lot of it as, is a whole bunch of advertisements. So I didn't want to fall victim, or I wouldn't even say fall victim. I didn't want to be a part of something that if I know I could make a difference, just do it. So from that, I just started looking things up. I ended up taking a organic farming certification class where they teach you how to become organically certified as a farmer. And so from there, it kind of opened my eyes to like what is considered organic. And there's different levels. Like you could have an organic label, but it's not the top quality. It could have just been grown in organic soil, but they could have still used pesticides. I was inspired because I ended up going on a camping trip. I went on a camping trip and there was this man that I met, and everything I seen, he was like, hey, you see that barn right there? I built that. You see this house right here? I built this house. I built this chicken coop. I laid the concrete. And he just told me about all these things that he did himself. And it showed me like, hey, you don't need a whole lot of equipment. You don't need a whole lot of money. All you need is a little bit of patience and time. So from there, I kept diving deeper and deeper. And to come to find out, the whole time that I was in the military, the apartment that I was staying in at the time that I was getting out was down the street from a community garden, which was beautiful, which is a beautiful thing. I didn't even know this. So I had been living there about a year and I had never seen it. But one day I decided to go down the opposite way and I found a community garden. From there, I hopped in. Luckily, the people that I ran into was pretty accepting. So I was able to learn even more. I was able to learn through experience. From me learning through experience, I was more and more inspired because it was a community garden. And there were kids that were coming to the community garden. And I was seeing the impact that this garden had on the kids, as well as the impact it was having on me in my life. So I decided from there, I was like, dang, I maybe could stick around in this area and do this for a while. And this is where I have been since, due to basically those factors, because I've seen the impact of gardening. But while I was in my apartment, I was gifted soil that was pre-mixed for me. I started me some seedlings. The first seedlings I started was, I had 2 kale seedlings, I had 2 cabbage seedlings, and 2 spinach seedlings. I started these in my closet. I bought a grow light. Basically one of those silver light fixtures. They're about, whenever I bought it, it was about like $9. And then a grow light bulb. I bought 2 of those when I first started. I had that, and I had me a couple pots. I had that in my closet. And from there, I was able to grow, but I didn't have the knowledge to realize like, hey, if you want to grow a whole plant, You need a pot bigger than the size of your hand if you want a whole collard green plant, if you want a whole kale plant. Those seedlings, I just started bringing out to the community garden. I was living in an apartment at the time, and I had, right in front of my door, I just started placing pots. I went and found 5-gallon buckets on the side of the road. There are plenty of pots if you go to nurseries that they're trying to get rid of. So from that, I got pots from nurseries, and I got the 5-gallon buckets, and I just started filling them with soil. But when I first started, I didn't realize there's a difference between soil and dirt. I was just finding any and every dirt that I could find just to get something growing. And that's how a lot of people start, just finding any and everything that they can just so they could get started. You can't just fill up your container garden with topsoil. So from there, I was like, okay, what else can I do? I had went and bought some mushroom compost bags. I got soil. I got these things. I started building my container garden in front of my balcony. From there, I had at least the height. I had 32 pots in front of my apartment, and these are pots of all different sizes. So we talking about 5-gallon buckets all the way down to 4-inch pots to 7-gallon fabric pots that I had also. So from this, the apartment, they was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're growing too much. I didn't just sit these pots out overnight. You see what I'm saying? These things actually ended up growing. And once they ended up growing and producing, all of a sudden, it was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? We need you to tone this down. So I was able to tone it down. I got it down to about 12 pots. After this, I end up giving some plants away, and I end up taking some to the garden to transplant. But I'm saying all of this to say is that it's possible. It's possible. All I had was a dream. I had a vision. I said, I want to grow my own food. What does it take? I don't have to have all the answers right now. You don't have to have all the answers right now. Nature is forever changing. So you're always going to be learning. You're never going to have a for sure harvest. Just like whenever they talk about don't count your chickens before they hatch. Don't count your watermelons before they ripen. You see what I'm saying? That's the beauty of gardening, though. It teaches you so much. That's another part of the reason why I care about it so much. Everything that I see in nature, I can apply to my everyday life. Patience. You see what I'm saying? Resilience. Critical thinking. Staying in a flow state, because any and everything can happen. That's what this garden will show you. Every day I come out here, it is something different. For example, the other day I came out here, I had just started probably 250 seedlings. If y'all seen my previous videos, y'all seen where I had some trouble with a greenhouse. The first thing that happened was the wind had blew it, and all my seedlings had ended up falling over, and I lost a lot of seedlings then. Then I was able to get my stuff back up and running, and then the tree fell on it. So I lost seedlings once again. But where am I at right now? I'm at the land. Another greenhouse here. I came in. This whole row, this whole rack right here, it was full of seedlings. I had put seedlings on all of these racks because spring is coming up and I do farmers markets. And from the farmers markets, I like to sell seedlings so I could get even more people into gardening. When I came in, all of my seedlings was on the ground. I don't know how. This wasn't toppled over. I don't know how, and I'm still trying to figure it out. I was kind of frustrated, but what did I do? I scooped the dirt up, put it into some trays. I said, okay, maybe I'm not gonna start no seedlings this way right now. I'm gonna take a different approach. So I just ended up doing me some microgreens. Started me some microgreens. They down there in a stack right now, just germinating. Then I have the seedlings right there that are still alive, and I'm gonna just keep it moving from that. But it teaches you each and every day that life is beautiful. Life is beautiful. Life is full of possibilities. Life is full of joy, happiness, opportunity. That's why you wake up every day. If every day was the same, life would be boring. Along my gardening journey, there was a point where I was working 2 jobs. One 8-hour job and one 10-hour job on the same day. But I was still volunteering at these community gardens. I was still taking care of my container garden. I wasn't at the garden every single day, but at least when I came home, I had my container garden to take care of. There was at least something that I could do each and every day, and it produced fruit. It produced fruit. So what I say is, a lot of people say they don't have time. A lot of people say they don't know where to start. Just do it. It's corny. Like Nike, just do it. You got to start somewhere. A saying that I have is, once you get the easy things down packed, you ain't going to know how to act. Because that's all it takes. It's like, ooh, that's all it took. All it took was for me to buy a 5-gallon bucket or find one on the side of the road, mix me a little dirt together, and I could eat. Ooh, I could do a whole lot with this. I could plant this, I could plant that, I could feed people. I could really change lives with a seed and some soil and water and air, stuff that's around us every single place we look, except for whenever we in the city. It's a concrete jungle out here. But I don't mean to keep going off on tangents, but I'm just trying to express to y'all why I care so much about gardening. It's everything. It connects the mind, body, and soul. You'll never be bored. There's always something to do. There's always something to learn. You could move on your own time. There's a lot of things that are a benefit of gardening that coincide with life. I guarantee you, if everybody had one plant that they took care of, and I'm not talking about the people who are like, ooh, I have a brown thumb. Ooh, I can't grow. It's not that you can't grow anything. It's that you thought that watering it once a week was going to keep it alive. And like, you don't drink water once a week. If you're not in the right environment, you're not going to do well. If you being neglected, it's only a few plants that can be neglected and make it. Just like humans, it's only a select few humans that have been neglected as a child and actually made it no issue in the world. It's the same thing with a plant. Once again, relating it back to nature. But it's so many opportunities. Do what you can today. Do whatever you can today, no matter if it's just going to the dollar store. I know in some places that's all they got. If that's where you gotta start to, okay, this the formula they use. Maybe I could try to find this. Maybe there's a local compost center that's looking to give away free compost. You could just go pick up compost from your regional compost facility. And then some places that grow food or grow seedlings, they get rid of soil all the time. They looking for somebody to pick it up off their hands. So you could just look around. But I'm giving y'all these ideas as well because I wouldn't have known these things if I wouldn't have ran into people that were already there. Or if I wouldn't have made mistakes and then had to figure out how to fix my mistakes. Or if I didn't just take my own eyes and look around for myself. Like, they don't want us growing our own food. They don't want that. So we have to look out for one another, feed one another, give one another knowledge. This is all about community. This is why I care. This is why I care so much about gardening, spreading it, because that is how the world will get to a better place. No doubt. Imagine the amount of people that do stuff because they're hungry. Hunger will drive you mad. And people don't realize this. And then let's take it a step deeper. You can be hungry, but what your body is being fueled off could drive you mad. The sugar, a drug. The salt, a drug. The fat, a drug. Refined oils, all these things. Dead animal carcasses. No offense to the people that do eat meat, but energy transfers. That fear that was in that cow when it died, that fear that was in that pig, that chicken, that fish, that stuff transfers to us, and then we wonder why we just antsy all the time, because of the stuff that you put inside of your body. These things were not meant. So your body's reacting to it a certain way because it's like, what is this? What is this? No, I need this out of me. But you can't even think properly because your body too busy worrying about getting these toxins out of you. It's in a constant battle. That's not what life is. Life should not be a constant battle. All of this stems back to health, mind, body, and soul. Gardening connects all three of those things effortlessly. It's not even gardening while I'm sitting here. I'm listening to water. I'm listening to the nature. I'm listening to crickets. I hear the birds tweeting. Mind, body, and soul, that's peace. Which in turn relaxes my body. Which in turn, my soul is at peace as well. It all works together. It starts with the food you put in your body. It starts with the things we listen to. It starts with what you choose to surround yourself with. Nature is contagious. But just to get back to the reasoning behind this video, I had switched to the view because I'm still watering. I just want y'all to see. But to get back to the subject, what's stopping you from gardening? What's stopping you? Is it space? Is it time? Is it doubt? Is it fear? What is it? I really want to talk about these things with you guys because I don't know. I really wholeheartedly just believe that gardening could really change the world. It could really save a lot of lives. Excuse me. It could really save a lot of lives. So, I don't know if I want to make this a series. Y'all gotta tap in with me because, like I said, I really want to talk about these things because there are people out in this world who want to garden, but they just don't know where to start. If I could give advice, if other people down in the comments could give advice, we could get somewhere with this thing. You don't got enough space? Look at this. Even if you just want to start with herbs, this is a cinder block. You can have this right outside. It's a little bit of dirt in there. It's very little. That's just compost. And then this big plant done came out. And it's multiple. See what I'm saying? It don't take much. It don't take much. But to end this video off, I just want to say thank y'all for watching. If y'all watch to the end, like I keep stressing to y'all so much, maybe y'all could share this video and also get more people to comment and to, like, I really want to start a series I really want to talk to y'all and talk to you guys about what's stopping people from gardening. What is it? So with that, I just want to leave on a positive note. Remember that every day that you wake up is an opportunity. You could either make something good happen or you can make something bad happen or you can make nothing happen. But choose one and stick to it. And with that, just remember, it's a beautiful day to garden.
Draining all your energy, better pull them like a weed. Undefeated in life, shit, I sprouted like a seed.